365 Days of Love and Miracles with the Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Geres, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 214. This is our 14th lesson in Review 6. Under the umbrella, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Is it starting to gel in you, my friends? Are you able to accept that you are still as God created you? You and I and everyone in the world is literally a piece of God. We were created perfect at the beginning of time, and we will continue on in our perfection throughout all eternity. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Today we are reviewing lesson 194, I place the future in the hands of God. Let's read today's lesson. The past is gone, the future is not yet. Now am I freed from both, for what God gives can only be for good, and I accept but what He gives as what belongs to me. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Let's talk about it. Are you able to place the future in the hands of God? Can you accept that only this instant, right here, right now, this holy instant is all there is? The past is gone. What is the past, my friends? It's only a memory. It only lives in our minds. It is not real. It is gone. And the future is the same thing. We can imagine the future. We can plan for the future. We can hope for the future. We can fear the future. The future can represent all kinds of things to us, but it also only lives in our minds. The past and the future are concepts of the ego. They are not real. Any time that we have sadness about the past or anxiety about the future, this is a clear sign to us that we are not thinking with the mind of God. We have fallen off the road. We're in the ditch of the past or the ditch of the future. Neither one of those ditches are going to get us where we want to go. Let's come back to God's road and stay in the holy instant. That is where the truth is. That's all there is. Nothing else is real. When we stay in the holy instant, then we are going to receive what God gives, which can only be for good. Are you able to accept that only what He gives belongs to you? This acceptance is the way to perfect peace, joy, and happiness. Let's take a quick look back at lesson 194. Accept today's idea, and you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, thoughts of sin, and devastation brought about by guilt. Accept today's idea, and you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that lock the door to freedom on it. You are saved, and your salvation thus becomes the gift you give the world because you have received. What a beautiful gift, my friends, when we are able to be in the moment, when we are practicing presence. Only then are we accepting our oneness with God in all of creation. Only then are we able to pass on God's love, joy, peace, and happiness. Let's stay in the moment today. Let's practice mindfulness. Let's experience each moment as the incredible gift that it is. Paragraph 4 says, God holds your future as He holds your past and present. They are one to Him, and so they should be one to you. Yet in this world, the temporal progression still seems real. And so you're not asked to understand the lack of sequence really found in time. You are but asked to let the future go and place it in God's hands. And you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in His hands as well. Because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless. Let's talk about it. Do you trust that God holds your future? Do you trust that God has taken your past? When we accept that God holds our past and our future, we don't have to worry about either one. God uses every single experience that we go through for our good. God wants us to let go of the world of the ego. Every single experience that we go through is meant to bring us to that awareness that the ego simply doesn't work. Do you trust that God holds your present and you in the palm of His hand? He is not going to let us go, my friends. We can relax about whatever might be coming our way because God is there already. We are but asked to let the future go and place it in God's hands. A Course in Miracles is experiential. When we do these practices, when we trust God with our past and our future, we experience a letting go. We experience a peace that is indescribable. Are you willing to do that now, my friends? Paragraph 6 says, if you can see the lesson for today as the deliverance it really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make it be a part of you. As it becomes a thought that rules your mind, a habit in your problem-solving repertoire, a way of quick reaction to temptation, you extend your learning to the world. Let's talk about it. Can you feel the deliverance that today's lesson offers us? When we put this into practice, when we place the future in God's hands, then we get to relax about this moment right here, right now, and we can enjoy the perfect present. Let's do this today. Let's continually place the future in God's hands. Let's read paragraph 1 of the introduction. For this review, we take but one idea each day and practice it as often as possible. Besides the time you give it, morning and evening, which should not be less than 15 minutes, and the hourly remembrances you make throughout the day, use the idea as often as you can between them. Each of these ideas alone would be sufficient for salvation if it were learned truly. Each would be enough to give release to you and to the world from every form of bondage and invite the memory of God to come again. Let's talk about it. For our practice periods, first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening, we are meant to read or listen to today's lesson and then to sit in meditation for a minimum of 15 minutes. Longer is better. The longer we sit, the more we are going to thirst for this time with God. In addition, we have our hourly practices and often in between, in which we simply state today's idea. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I place the future in the hands of God, and we allow ourselves to sit for a minute or two and release our sadness about the past and our worries about the future as we sit and appreciate this precious time with God, this precious presence. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love. Tell others about these videos. Encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do one lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat? If you're looking for the best chicken in Mexico, this is where to buy it. This woman cooks the best chicken. Thank you to Susanette for these videos. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. I place the future in the hands of God. Enjoy the perfect present all day long, my friends. I love you.